Hello and welcome to the Taylor Street Community Legal Service Divorce Workshop. This is part 3, preparing for the divorce hearing. Before we get started, we would just like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and recognise their continuing connection to land, water and community. We pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. It is important you understand that the material contained throughout this presentation is provided for general information and educative purposes and is current as at June 2020. The content does not constitute legal advice or recommendations and should not be relied upon as such. Appropriate legal advice regarding your personal and specific circumstances ought to be obtained. By way of overview, the information in these slides are as at June 2020. The workshop contains general information on how to prepare for your divorce hearing. The forms in the workshop have been completed using the details of a fictional person, John Simpson. When completing the forms, you should put your name and relevant details in the application instead of those contained in the slides. If you are the applicant, have children under 18 and you have not made a joint application for divorce, then you will need to attend the divorce hearing. You can make an application to appear by telephone by following the steps outlined. The first thing you need to do if you wish to attend your divorce hearing by telephone is to advise your former spouse of this. You can do this either by telephone, letter or email. See below a sample email letter if you choose this option. You can modify it to suit. In this example, John's written to Mary and said, "I refer to the divorce hearing that has been set for date. This is notice to you that I intend to make application to appear at the hearing by way of telephone. Please advise whether you have any objection. If I do not receive any response from you within 14 days, I will assume you have no objection. Yours faithfully, John Simpson." The second thing you need to do is complete a telephone video link attendance request. To do this, you need to download the relevant document from the Federal Circuit Court website. You can see the link here on the screen now. When you go to the Federal Circuit Court website, the homepage will come up as appears. From here, you need to click on Forms and Fees. Once you do that, a Forms and Fees page will come up. Go down to the Family Law tab and click on it. Scroll all the way down until you find the telephone video link attendance request. Once you find this document, you can click on the link and then download the doc version. When you've downloaded it, you'll see a document like this. Okay, I'm going to take you through how you complete the request to attend the hearing by telephone. Over here you'll see its phone number. Remember to insert your phone number and this can be located on your application for divorce. You need to put your details in as the applicant. In this sample it's John. The respondent's details. In this example it's Mary. Down here you need to complete the person that is requesting to appear by way of telephone. In this case it's John and he is the applicant. You then need to insert the party's name that's requesting, whether or not the party is legally represented, tick the relevant box. If you are represented, have lawyers representing you, you need to insert who. And then you need to insert your contact email address. Down here, you'll need to complete the date, time and location, and the reason for listing, i.e. divorce hearing. Here you need to insert contact name and number for the party on the court date, so your details and your phone number, and also the reason why you wish to appear via telephone. In John's case, he is inserted, "I live some considerable distance from the court." Okay, continuing with completing the request, on this page you need to complete how you were notified your former spouse of your intention to make this request. Up here you'll see you've got these options by telephone, by letter, by email. Select the relevant box that's applicable in your case. In John's example it was via email. Then you need to complete if a response was received. Here you can select the relevant box. In John's case, yes, the other party responded and did not oppose the request, and he's attached a copy of the letter email that he received from the other side to this request. You then need to insert your name and the date. Once you've completed the document, you need to print it and sign it. You'll then need to scan it back in and save it to your computer ready to upload to the Commonwealth Courts portal. Okay, step 3 is uploading your request to the Commonwealth Courts portal. Now by now you should be fairly familiar with logging into the Commonwealth Courts portal. You need to go to the Commonwealth Courts portal link, which is on the screen there, and sign in. Then you go down to select from available files and you click on your application for divorce. Down here you'll see a section that says add document. Click on that. Remember, a pop-up box will come up and ask you to confirm obligations. After you have read and understood, tick the box and press continue. Here it says file a document. You're back to where it says the document type here. You need to scroll down the list until you find the telephone video link attendance request. You then need to say who it's filed on behalf of and select your name, the applicant. You then need to choose the file, so find it where it's saved on your computer. And once you've done that and you're satisfied that those details are correct, click upload. Once the request has been uploaded, you'll receive confirmation like this. Your upload was successful. Over here you'll see a transaction receipt and confirmation notice. You can print both of these or save them to your computer. When done, simply click on Back to Applications link at the top. Now, step 4, preparing for the hearing. You need to check to make sure that you've received confirmation from the court that your request to appear by telephone has been approved. If not, you can contact the National Inquiry Centre on the details below. If your request is not approved, you'll need to attend in person at the hearing. The hearing will be conducted by a registrar. You refer to them as registrar. At the hearing, you may be asked to read the material you rely upon. An easy way to prepare for this is to log on to the Commonwealth Courts portal and click on Documents Filed. Here is a list of documents and dates lodged. If asked, you can say, Registrar, I read my application for divorce filed on, and the date. The affidavit for e-filing application for divorce filed on date. The affidavit of service by post divorce filed on date. The acknowledgement of service divorce filed on date. If you have filed additional materials such as affidavits, you should include them in your list. Answer any other questions that are asked of you. You will be asked, has there been any changes to the children's circumstances since the filing of your application for divorce? So you should have something prepared to answer the registrar. The divorce will be granted if the court is satisfied. If this occurs, 1 day and 1 month after the divorce, your certificate of divorce will issue and you can access this through the Commonwealth Courts portal. If your divorce is not granted, then you should obtain legal advice. Once you apply for divorce, it's important to remember that you only have 12 months to lodge an application for property settlement or spousal maintenance. If you have not had a property settlement when your divorce issues, you may wish to seek legal advice. In closing, we would like to acknowledge that some information contained within this presentation has been taken from the Family Court and Federal Circuit Court websites. Both websites have a wealth of information and also do-it-yourself guides which we recommend. If you still have questions or require legal advice specific to your individual personal circumstances, please call us here at Taylor Street Community Legal Service on 4194 2663 to book a free legal 15-minute advice appointment. Thank you for watching. We hope the information contained during this seminar has been helpful.